Hi, it's me, Rudra, and here's all you need to know about George Orwell's Animal Farm, which is a political allegory representing the Russian Revolution of the 1917 and showing the communism present in Russia at that time, or the USSR, you can say, and the desire for power amongst the leaders. This book has made several references to significant events that led to the revolution and the important people who played a part in the revolution. So here's a character summary. Mr. Jones. He is an often drunk, cruel farmer who represents Tsar Nicholas II, whom the Russian Revolution expelled. Old Major, a prize-winning bore, represents the German political economist Karl Marx or the Russian revolutionary leader Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. Napoleon, an assertive, torturous, and bossy pig based on Joseph Stalin. Snowball, a courageous pig based on Leon Trotsky, a Ukrainian-Russian Marxist. Boxer, a loyal, dedicated, and hard-working horse portraying the peasant workers of the USSR. Squealer, a propaganda expert representing Vyacheslav Molotov, the head of communist propaganda. So without further ado, let's jump into the summary. It all starts when Old Major ordered all of his animals to meet in the barn, where he gave a speech about the evil acts humans performed against the animals. After this he died, and since he triggered the animals for a rebellion against the human master, rebel is what they did. The animals caught Mr. Jones and his workers completely off guard and drove them out of the farm, thus gaining total control over the farm and calling it Animal Farm. Napoleon, Squealer, and Snowball, three pigs, take charge of the farm and set up the 7 Commandments. During this time, Napoleon started to envy Snowball's success and secretly obtained 9 puppies the dogs Bluebell and Jessie gave birth to and raised them in his own way, teaching them exactly what he wanted them to learn. The pigs started bossing around soon after gaining power, and they start using up more supplies and food than they need. However, Squealer made excuses for everything the pigs were doing. Soon, Mr. Jones came back to the farm, along with many other humans and a lot of weapons this time. However, with Snowball's insane tactics and Boxer's bravery, they once again showed the humans what they were and where they belong. This was named the Battle of the Cowshed. Snowball introduced the idea of building a windmill, and Napoleon did not like it. So, he sent out the 9 dogs he raised to banish Snowball from the farm and took total control. He then took credit for the whole windmill idea himself and ordered the animals to work tirelessly day and night to build a windmill, which was then destroyed by a storm. And Snowball was blamed for it. Napoleon ordered the animals to rebuild the windmill, but this time with thicker walls. Gradually, the pigs started breaking all the 7 commandments, and even edited some to suit their comfort. Napoleon also reduced the animals' rations and began trading with humans. During the rebuilding of the windmill, Boxer got injured and collapsed on the ground. He was then sent to the knackers, a horse slaughterer who would kill Boxer for his parts and make glue out of them. Ridiculous, right? However, Napoleon covered his evil deed up by saying that Boxer is being sent to an animal hospital. As expected, Boxer died, and the animals were back to square one, hungry, exploited, and scared. And now I know what you all are thinking, but that's not a happy ending. Yes, it isn't indeed, and not all stories have to have happy endings. Now let's move on to my favorite characters. My favorite protagonist, Snowball, because he had enough courage to oppose Napoleon for the animals and was highly skilled and was a born leader. And yeah, he couldn't do more because there were 9 dogs chasing him away, and he wasn't Hulk who can fight off dogs like they're some Walmart stuffed toys. Antagonist. Well, my favorite antagonist is Napoleon, or you can say my least favorite character. But my guy is actually hella smart. He's torturous, yes, I accept that. However, he has managed to somehow get away by doing such bad things to the animals and still remain as a leader in the eyes of the animals. Of course, with Squealer's help. Now, moving on to what have I learned from this insane book. I have learned that people who are in power can have multiple motives and are very highly likely to misuse their power, like Napoleon and the pigs did. And I also get to learn that there can be way too much corruption in dictatorship, and the leaders can go to any extent to get their way out or get their beloved money. They do not care about any lives that they have to sacrifice or any people who die in the process. They might even kill them for their own needs. Also, this book is very fun to read and it has a lot of life lessons you can learn. For example, do not trust anyone blindly, and everything you see from the outside is not what it actually is from the inside. Now, my favorite quote is four legs good, two legs even better. Now, guess why it's my favorite quote? Because Napoleon actually changed the whole idea of four legs good, two legs bad to two legs even better, which means they started standing on their hind legs. As later in the story, the pigs started doing everything like humans. They even started carrying whiffs and they acted exactly like humans. So this quote actually makes a lot of sense. Thanks for watching.